Good morning. Good morning, all of you. Today's topic is Peliman Markamsoni, that is the prawn or macrobrachium morphology. Okay, this is the topic today. Before going to start with the lesson, the last class is the gender characters and classification of arthropoda is over. Now today we discuss about the morphology of the prawn. Prawn is one of the aquatic animal which belongs to arthropoda. The classification of the prawn is here. Phylum is arthropoda, subphylum is the mandibulata, and the class is the crustacea, and the order is decapoda, and the genus is the Peliman. And the species is the Malcolmsoni. Okay, this is the classification. Phylum arthropoda, mandibulata, crustacea, decapoda. These are the classification. Now here, prawn is a freshwater organism. It inhabit freshwater streams, rivers, and lakes, and the ponds. మంచినీటి నదులలో సరస్సులలో ఉంటుంది. It is a nocturnal creature and lies hidden at the bottom during the day and coming to the surface during the night in search for food. Okay, it is a nocturnal animal. Who the nocturnal animals are active in night time and some deactivate in daytime. So which are only searching for food in the daytime, only night time. That's why it is called as a nocturnal animal. Prawn is an omnivorous animal. It feeds on algae, mosses, and other weeds and small insects also take as a food. This is the habitat and habits. Okay, now come to external characters. I already share you some of the here prawn morphology and appendages. Here first one is the gender external character, that nothing but morphology. Shape and size of the color. The Peliman's body is elongated and spindle shaped and the bilaterally symmetrical. It is about the 25 to 38 centimeters is here. Nearly 25 to 38 centimeters in the size. Okay. The young prawns are white. Or pale yellow. Young అనేటువంటి white color ఉంటాయి and the are pale yellow in appearance, but the older prawns are blue in appearance. Now the body of Peliman is divided into two regions. There are cephalothorax. The body is divided into two: cephalothorax, and the second one is the abdomen. The body consists 19 pairs of appendages. Okay, how much? 19 pairs of appendages is there. And the first one is the cephalothorax. The cephalothorax is a cylindrical shape. It is formed by the union of head and thorax. Cephalothorax is it is joints with the head and thorax. These two are combined. So here it is formed. The cephalothorax is formed by the union of head and thorax. The head comprises, so cephalothorax having the two parts, that is the head and the thorax. Head comprises 5 segments. So each segment carrying one appendages. So 5 appendages. And here thorax also comprises 8 segments. Having the thorax is made up of 8 segments, and each segment have the one pair of appendages. So 8 segments, it is 8 appendages. 8 pairs of appendages is there. And what are the appendages then? Just I will note down. Now come to here abdomen. There are 6 segments. This is the only 6 segments In abdomen, 6 segments consist of the 6 pairs of appendages. So 6 pairs of appendages. This is totally 5 plus 8 plus 6. That is the 19 pairs of separate segmentages. That is consisting of the 19 appendages is there. The various appendages are using for the movement, feeding, and the various functions is there. I will tell you later. These are the abdomen having the 6 pairs of segments. So 6 pairs of appendages is there, which are useful for the swimming. Which are completely useful for the swimming, and they are called as the pleopods. They are called as a pleopods or swimmerates. There are the two names is there for the abdominal segments, abdominal appendages. They are called as the pleopods or the swimmerates. Okay, all the terminal parts of the abdomen consist of a conical piece, that is the telson. At the terminal part, the last part, the terminal part of the abdomen consists of a conical piece. A conical piece is called as a telson. So exoskeleton. Now come to here, exoskeleton. The body and the appendages are covered by a hard and chitinous cuticle, which forms exoskeleton. This protects the body. This is the product. The chitinous cuticle. The chitinous cuticle is used for the protect the body. In each segment of the exoskeleton consists of a dorsal piece. So పై భాగంలో ఉన్నటువంటి డోర్సల్ పీస్ని ఈజ్ కాల్డ్ as a pterygm. The dorsal piece of the chitinous is called as the pterygm. The ventral piece is called as the sternum. The ventral piece is the sternum. The thorax is enclosed with a carapace or dorsal plate. Okay, the thorax is enclosed with a carapace of the dorsal plate. The carapace in the anteriorly produced in front of into laterally compressed, and the serrated structure is called as the rostrum. This is the exoskeleton. This place between the external openings. External openings is some of the external openings are also there here. In the palemon, the mouth is a large slit-like aperture situated in the mid-ventrally below the anterior end. Okay, mid-ventrally below the anterior end. The anus is a longitudinal. The anus is longitudinal slit situated at the base of telson in ventral side of the body. The inner margin of coxa of antennae consists of a pair of opening or pores. So అంటే నోరు అనేది అతి పెద్దగా స్లిట్ లైక్ స్ట్రక్చర్గా ఉంటుంది. ఇది మిడ్ వెంట్రల్లో ఉంటుంది. అండ్ ది ఆనస్ ఈజ్ ద లాంగెస్ట్ స్లిట్ సిచ్యుయేటెడ్ ఎట్ ద బేస్ టెల్షన్ ప్లేస్లో ఆనస్ అనేది. సో టెల్షన్ అనేటువంటిది అపెండిక్స్ యొక్క లాస్ట్ పార్ట్లో టెల్షన్ ఉంటుంది. ఆ ప్లేస్లో ఆనస్ అంటే కూడా ఉంటుంది. అండ్ ది ఇన్నర్ మార్జిన్ ఆఫ్ కోక్సా ఆఫ్ యాంటెన్నీ. ఓకే, కోక్సా అంటే వన్ పీస్ ఆఫ్ ది appendages. The inner margin of the coxa antennae consists of a pair of openings or pores. The precoxa of antennules consists of a pair of opening of statocystis. Okay, in female prawn, a pair of female genital pores are present on the inner side of coxa, third walking leg. So here in female prawns, a pair of female genital pores and female genital pores అంటే ఉంటాయి. ఎక్కడ ఉంటాయి అంటే థర్డ్ వాకింగ్ లెగ్ దగ్గర అది కూడా దట్టు కొగ్జా దగ్గర ఉంటుంది. ఇన్ మేల్ prawns, a pair of male genital apertures are present on the inner side of the fifth pair of walking leg. సో థర్డ్ వాకింగ్ లెగ్కి ఏమో ఫీమేల్ జెనిటల్ అపేచర్ ఉంటుంది. అదే ఫిఫ్త్ వాకింగ్ లెగ్ అక్కడ మేల్ జెనిటల్ పోర్ అనేటువంటిది ఉంటుంది. దీస్ ఆర్ ది external morphology, external characters like external character are the morphology. Now just come to here today we discuss the appendages, just interaction. I will give you some interaction today. A pair of appendages are present in each segment from the lateroventral regions. Lateroventral region in prawn. From the ventrolateral margin of each segment arises a pair of appendages. All appendages are biramous, but first pair of appendages are uniramous. Each appendage has a basal stalk or the protopodite made of two joints and the podomers. సో రెండు ఉంటుందని ప్రోటోపోడైట్ అంటాము. Two joints, protopodite, are two joints, that is the podomers. In these two nodes of joints a lower coxapodite. Okay, and in these two nodes of the joints lower the coxapods are coxa, an upper basopodite or basis. From the basis arises two branches are, that is the rami, an inner endopodite and the outer exopodite. In prawn there are the 19 pairs of appendages. First 5 pairs belongs to the head. These are called the cephalic appendages. The next 8 pairs belongs to thorax. సో 5 pairsలో ఉన్నటువంటి హెడ్లో ఉన్నటువంటి అపెండేజెస్ అన్నీ కూడా సెపాలిక్ అపెండేజెస్ అంటాము. సో నెక్స్ట్ 8 pairs ఆఫ్ అపెండేజెస్ ఉన్న వాటిని మనము అక్కడ నెక్స్ట్ 8 pairs బిలాంగ్స్ టు ద థొరాక్స్. దీస్ ఆర్ కాల్డ్ ద థొరాసిక్ అపెండేజెస్ అంటాము. దీస్ ఆర్ 6 appendages ఆఫ్ ది అబ్డామినల్. సో దెర్ ఆర్ ది 6 pairs ఆఫ్ appendages into the abdomen. These are called the abdominal appendages. Now we are discussing today only cephalic appendages and the thoracic appendages, and then the next one is the abdominal appendages are discussing in the next class. Okay, now come to cephalic appendages. These are 5 pairs of appendages to the head. There are antennule. So here I am writing here antennule and the antennae and the mandible and the maxilla, and so the fifth one also maxilla. So they are the antennule. Second the antennae. Third one is the mandibule, tata maxillae. The next one is also maxillae. Of these antennules and antennae are pre-oral and the white, while the remaining are post-oral. First one is the antennules. I'm one diagram is sharing you here. This is the antennule. So these are the first pair of appendages. Antennules are uniramous. These are situated one on either side of the immediately below the basis of eye stalk. Protopodite of each antennule consists of having the 3 podomers. How much? three podomers, and the precoxa, and the coxa, and the bases. Okay, precoxa, coxa, and bases. These are the three main. The precoxa is very large. The precoxa is the very large and bears the a depression and attached to the body. So which are attached to the body. The precoxa is very long and very large, and which are attached to the body. The precoxa containing the opening of statocyst, and its dorsal side. సో ఈ ప్రీకోక్స్ అనేటువంటి బాడీకి అటాచ్మెంట్ ఉంటుంది. ఇది లార్జ్ పార్ట్ ఆఫ్ ది ఆంటెన్యూల్స్. మళ్ళీ దీనికి ఒక స్టాటిసిస్ట్ ఉండి ఇది డోర్సల్ సైడ్లో ఉంటుంది. ది కోక్సా ఈజ్ షార్ట్ అండ్ సిలిండ్రికల్, వెరీ షార్ట్ అండ్ సిలిండ్రికల్, and it's present on precoxa. The basis is attached at the end of the coxa. At the end of the basis arises a pair of long and jointed feelers. Antennae are tactile. The status is used for the equilibrium. Okay, this is the antennule. Now second one is the antennae. These are second pair of appendages. These are biramous appendages. Each antennae consists of a podomers with coxa and bases. It is only two coxa and the bases. These are the podomers. The inner margin of coxa consisting of an excretory organ which opened by a minute renal aperture. The endoporate is a broad leaf-like plate is called squama. What we call squama? S-Q-U-M-A, squama. While the endoporate is long, many jointed feelers. This is usually called as a moustache of the prawn. The squama is used for as a balancer during swimming. Okay, which is used for the balancing in the swimming. The antennae are used for the tactility and excretion. The antennae also used for the tactile, and it is also tactile and the excretion. These are the functions of the appendages. Now third one is the mandibules. These are the third pair of appendages in prawn. These are attached to the third segment. These are present either side of the mouth. These are formed from the coxa and are hard with the calcium salt. Coxa compresses apophysis and head. Okay, coxa here. This is the mandibules. Coxa compresses apophysis and the head. The head consists of the two parts. That is the molar process with 5 to 6 dental plates, and the incisor plates with the three teeth. The outer margin of the head carries a small three-jointed mandibules pulp. The proximal segment of the mandibules pulp represents the base of and the protoporate, while two distal segments represent the endoporate. The endoporate is absent. Mandibles are useful for the mastication. These are used for the mastication. They move side to side but not up and down. It only moves the side to side, not up and down. This is the mandibles. And the fourth one is the maxillae. These are fourth pair of appendages in prawn. These are attached to the fourth segment. These are small appendages, coxa and the bases. Coxa and bases are broad and projects into inwards as a jaws, or it is called as a jaws. Gnathopaes finger fringed with the bristles. And endoproduct is curved and bifurcate terminally. It has small hooks. Endoproduct is absent. The maxillae are useful for passing food to the mouth. So which are useful for the passing food to the mouth. And the fifth pair, that is the maxillae, that is the second pair of maxillae. There are fifth pair of appendages prawn. These are attached to the fifth segment. The coxa of maxilla. Coxa of maxilla is flat and divided into four lobes. These are gnathobases, and the exoporate is small and forms an ear-like structure called the scapognatata. Snapognatite. Endoporate is small without segment. The maxillas are used for the feeding and respiration. These are the cephalic appendages. There are the 5 pairs of appendages is there: antennules, antennae, and mandibule, and first pair of maxilla and second pair of maxilla. The antennules are useful for the equilibrium and act as a tactile. The antennas having the statocyst is here, which are useful for the equilibrium, and the antennules are used for the tactile. And the antennule, these are also useful for the tactile, and the excretion also useful. And the third one is the mandibles. This is the useful for the mastication. And the fourth one is the maxilla, which are used for the passing food to the mouth. And the fifth pair, that is the second pair of maxillae, which are used for the feeding and the respiration. This is the cephalic appendages about the macrobrachium here. So there are only 19 segments is here. 19 segments. So the body is divisible into two regions: cephalothorax and abdominal. Cephalothorax is to uniform head and thorax. Head containing 5 segments, 5 pairs of appendages, and the thorax is also 8 segments. That is each segment has the 1 pair of appendages. That's why 8 pairs of appendages is there. And the abdominal 6. That is the 6 segments. Having also 6 pairs of appendages, which are called as the plioparts or swimmerates, which are used for the swimming. That's why they called it the swimmerates. And the body is the exoskeleton is completely cuticle. Chitinous cuticle is formed, and the external openings is there. Some of the, and here third walking leg, female genital aperture opening is situated in the third walking leg, and the male genital pore aperture is opening in the fifth walking leg. This is the opening parts. And the appendages, there are the cephalic appendages is there. Cephalic, that's the antennules, antennae, and mandibule, and maxilla and maxillae. So this is the cephalic appendages, and tomorrow we are discussing about the thoracic appendages and the abdominal appendages. Today topic is the